Today we're going to talk about financial reclassifications in Acumatica, a very cool feature that most systems don't have. So let's get rolling. The agenda that we'll be covering today is financial reclassifications. We're going to discuss what a reclassification is. We're going to talk about where we can launch reclassification from within Acumatica. And then we're going to actually go through and do some reclassifications and make sure you understand how you can pull it off. What is a reclassification? The process of reclassification is taking an existing posted transaction, general ledger transaction, and reclassifying accounts or sub-accounts to different accounts. Now, the system doesn't delete the original transaction. It preserves the audit trail. A very cool feature. It prevents the reclassifications from hitting control accounts. So receivables, payables, inventory, and cash accounts aren't eligible for reclassification. It also prevents reclassification transactions from being posted outside the original transaction's fiscal period, thus throwing transactions, keeping the general ledger in balance for a fiscal period. Creating a reclassification. Financial reclassifications can be launched from various places within Acumatica. Primarily, however, you would go to the general ledger module, select reclassify transactions. On the reclassification screen, there's a process to load transactions that are to be reclassified. So you can make your selection of transactions to be reclassified based on the selection criteria here. So if I wanted to, I could say that I only wanted transactions from a certain date to a certain date. So let's say we said, let's go back in time a little bit, say August 1st through today. Now, this message that pops up here is indicating that I've selected some transactions that are not eligible for reclassification. Those transactions are typically related to control accounts. So your receivables, your payables, your cash accounts aren't eligible to be reclassified. So the system has discovered a list of transactions that meet the criteria that I did. Up at the top of the screen, you saw already the load function. The replace function allows me to quickly find and replace certain accounts. More about that in a moment. Splitting allows me to split a particular transaction into one or more new general ledger accounts and also split the dollar amount. To make a change, so let's say I wanted to post landed cost here to a different account, I would just check which account I wanted to go to. You notice that once I made a selection here and I changed the account number, this box here got automatically clicked, meaning that this is going to be processed. So I can change the account number and I can change the sub-account number. For this demonstration, I'll leave the sub-account number alone. Notice that I can't change the dollar amount in this scenario. If I came down here and I said, instead of just replacing the account number, if I clicked on split, however, this does allow me to split the general ledger account number and put in a different dollar amount. So this is assuming that I want to split this original transaction for $1.89 into, you can see the new amount column. We'll put 50 cents into the new account. So you can see the original transaction was for $1.89. We're preserving $1.39 in that account, but we're moving 50 cents over to this account. Now, if I process this, what the system has done is it's created a new journal entry. Now, the new journal entry is all within the same accounting period. So it's preserved the integrity of those accounting periods, but it's created a new batch. It didn't do anything to the original transaction. It created a new batch to move that. And here's the journal entry that it created. There's our 50 cents moving about. Now, On these reclassification entries, the preservation of the audit trail is very key here. So this is the journal entry that our reclassification entry created. And you'll notice here, these are the original journal entries that the reclassification corrected. And you see they're linked together. And so you'll be able to see those indefinitely. Where can I launch a reclassification from? Reclassifications can be launched from the General Ledger module using the processing menu and selecting reclassified transactions. Reclassifications can also be launched from other modules within the Acumatica system. So for instance, the accounts payable, bills and adjustment system. If I call up a existing open bill, I can click on actions and tell it to reclassify the batch that was related to this. And you'll see that I will get that message because it doesn't want to reclassify the accounts payable control account. But transactions that were related to that are open for reclassifications. And this points out a very cool feature of this. Now, in most other systems, to fix the general ledger transactions related to an AP invoice would require you to either void or reverse the invoice and then re-enter it. Acumatica simply says, nope, just reclassify that journal entry. It will be related to the original journal entry that was spawned by the original AP invoice. So a very cool feature. Accounts receivable. If I call up an existing reference, and then we have reclassify general ledger batch. Thank you for watching our video. You can subscribe to our channel and our user group using the links on the screen. If you want information regarding NIMS and Associates and or Acumatica, please contact Henry Kim at nimsassociates.com.